Don Lane, Fraser Valley News. For those of us who are boomers, I was born in 1959, therefore I'm 58. Okay, so I'm kind of in mid-range. These are heady times again. I don't know if you've noticed it or not. And I'm speaking directly to boomers. Back in 1975, I was 15. The Vietnam War was ending. There was reunification of the two Vietnams. A sore point, I know, for Vietnam vets, but I was still too young to really realize what that meant. Two countries coming together after all those years of conflict. Fast forward to the late 1980s, and in particular 1989, we had Glasnost. We had Mikhail Gorbachev. We would get Boris Yeltsin. Have another vodka. But we would also have the Berlin Wall coming down. That I understood. You might remember Roger Waters of Pink Floyd said he wasn't going to perform the Wall in its entirety after the 1981 tour until, and I quote, the Berlin Wall came down. And it did. And he came up to his promise, and he did have the concert in Berlin. And recorded it, and it's now up on YouTube and that. Keep these years rolling along. And we have seen Olympic Games in Moscow and in Beijing. Beijing will now have their second Olympic Games. We never thought that would ever happen. Now we have the two Koreas talking. For those of us, again, who are boomers and grew up watching, first off, the movie MASH, and then the TV series, we never thought that this would happen. But they're actually talking. Whether or not anything's going to come of it, we don't know. But it looks promising. And then on top of all that, as this is happening in Korea, we find out that ABBA went back into the studio, recorded 2 songs, one of which is going to come out in December. Was there a shift in the time-space continuum that I didn't hear about, or I simply didn't get the memo? Interesting times for those of us who are boomers, who literally have seen it all. Don Lane, Fraser Valley News.